What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, coming to you live Cyber Monday week, and I'm excited about tonight's training. It's going to be super informative. It's going to excite you all. It's going to benefit you all, and you all should be able to see my screen now. I haven't turned on my webcam yet, but if you can at least hear me and see my screen, go ahead and type in money signs in the chat box. So let's get some money signs in the chat box. If you can hear me and see me, okay, cool. It's always nerve-wracking every week doing these, just because the GoToWebinar software sometimes when you get tons of people flooding in can kind of freeze up a little bit. But I see that we've got Jason, Stephanie, Daryl, Kathy Brown, Richardson, Grace, Eric, Joe, Jay, Wendy, Ruthie, Karen, Julie, we got Brian Rolfson, my dude. All right, cool. So we got hundreds of people piling in now. I'll be curious to see if we max out this webinar just because it is the holiday week. And I think a lot of people are just like pooped from shopping and pooped hopefully from running their own e-commerce businesses. I'm going to get my webcam on here in just a second. I will be sharing the webcam tonight, and I'm just waiting for everybody to hop in and for this to pop off. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do something a little different. Before I go over the main screen here, just go ahead to the Facebook group and tell everybody to hop in the webinar. So go to our Facebook group, which is located at facebook.com/group/profitph. I'm going to be giving away not one, not two, not three, but four brand spanking new e-commerce conversion templates that you can use 100% free, that are fresh off the press. My designer just sent them to me. I am stoked about these because they are awesome. And I'm going to give those to you tonight, obviously completely free. At the end of the webinar, I'll drop that link. And we have everybody still kind of coming in here. So what's up, JC, Josue, Roderick, Basil, Phyllis, you're so awesome. And we've had just a lot of, it's been great. Cyber Monday, Black Friday has just been fantastic. It's been an interesting week because, you know, can everybody see me now, by the way? Just say yes if you could see me. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, here I am. For those of you that follow my brother, I'm not as buff as he is, but, you know, it's what I'm working with. So this week was interesting, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because there were so many people advertising online this year, comparatively speaking to last year, that like you have all the big box stores, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, investing all of their advertising budgets online because they have their stores closed and they're trying to minimize, you know, people being around each other because there's, you know, this pandemic going on. And so I did notice that the last week, well, really the last 2 weeks, I noticed that the traffic was a lot more expensive. Just over the last 2 weeks, it skyrocketed. The conversions were better, but the traffic was more expensive. And just since yesterday, I've noticed the traffic costs get cut in close to half, and the conversion rates 2 to 3x on my own ads. So that's exciting news, and we'll talk a little bit about that tonight as we continue to have people pile in the webinar. So just make sure that you go into the Facebook group. It's at facebook.com/group/profitph. And if you're not already a member of the group, just apply to be in the group. We'll get you in the next 24 hours here. I'll put it in the chat right here. And just tell everybody to hop on because tonight is the only night you can get these conversion templates. It's four brand new conversion templates. And this is what I'm doing in my business to make sales right now. And what I'm going to show you is going to be extremely enlightening. And I think that it's going to give you new perspective on what you should be doing to end out December, to end out the year, and then what you should really be focused on going into 2021. So if I pop over here to our Facebook group, I can see everybody coming in the group and posting. Just post one time. And by the way, we'll be giving away money to someone that posts. Congrats to you, Mark Reed, for hitting your goal of $1,000. We saw, I can't pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, but another great testimonial. We had Michael in here using the templates with a high click rate, but he hasn't really spent a lot of money yet. Dean Levy has been in the group posting and inspiring people, just a breakout customer, sorry, I was thinking customer when I looked at the screenshot of this customer, but a breakout all-star. So congrats to you. And listen, tonight I want to talk about a couple of things, and it's about how you can do e-commerce the right way. And yes, I'm going to give away these free conversion templates, and I think they're going to pop off for you like hard. But what we're looking at right now is something really, really important. This is a post I made yesterday reminding everybody to email. Every year before Cyber Monday, Black Friday, I usually do this boot camp where I give everybody an email sequence to use, and I tell you exactly when to email, what days, what times. It's the same schedule I've been using for 5 years. 5 years. So I've called it now 4 times, and so this year I didn't get on and teach it. And it's funny because Dean Levy was telling me that he used it this weekend and really popped off some major sales. But when you use email marketing, it's free. It's free traffic. And this is just an example of one of the orders from one of our stores. We sent out an email to one of these template pages. So one of the template pages I'm giving you tonight, we sent out not to the exact one because these are brand new, but to one very, very similar. And it made us just a ton of money. And it got people to stack their carts. So you can see that this order here on our store, someone paid $364. They got a big discount because we gave great discounts for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and they ended up spending $255 on my store. So that's a very profitable order. Now, the thing about this is it didn't cost me a penny. It literally didn't cost me a dime, not a single dime, because it was an email. And using the templates that I'm giving you tonight with email and with Facebook is probably going to get you higher ticket orders. If you're doing free plus shipping and you're just selling one single product and your average order value is what mine used to be, which is like, $15, you're leaving ridiculous amounts of money on the table. And if you're running Facebook ads right now and you're not making sales, or let's just say that you're running ads, you're making some sales, but they're not profitable sales, it's gonna change your life. By the way, how many of you in here are running ads right now, but you're having trouble making the ads profitable? Just say me. And congrats to you, Peter. Says his first month with e-commerce with us. Peter Hadub did $2,500 his first month. Peter, hit us up in ESA support. I'd love to, I'd love to get a testimonial from you. Those excite me more than anything else in the world. So I see we got Bilal, Christina, Dale, Rob. All right, so a lot of you are running ads, but they're not profitable. It's because they're not optimized for profit. They're optimized to get one sale. So the templates that I'm going to give you tonight essentially are going to set you up to get higher ticket orders. And I'm going to prove that to you tonight as well. So also additionally, I did put together a sick Cyber Monday deal. Actually, the very first time I've ever put together a Cyber Monday, Black Friday deal for my community is this year. And I'll tell you a little bit about it at the end of the webinar. I want to do the training first, but newsflash, it's not a bunch of courses bundled together for $10. My stuff does not, just because of the holiday doesn't mean that my courses are worth any less. And also, I really think that that's quite unfair to those that invested full price. And of course, 2 weeks ago, to see, you know, someone selling it for whatever, $100 or $300 or whatever, 2 weeks later, I'm not judging anybody. I would just be mortified if that happened to me. So again, not judging anybody, but just so y'all know, when you get into any of my programs, you ain't gonna see me selling it for 10 bucks next week because it's, you know, Thanksgiving or whatever, the Mother's Day. But to each his own. All right, so I like to keep the integrity of my brand. So, and not saying they don't, by the way. There's the pros and the cons. The pros are a lot of people that can't afford it get the opportunity to get in. The con is it's kind of like, you know, upsetting probably to people that, you know, paid full price. So there's a real fine line of what do you do to give people value and still, you know, not upset the people that have, anyways. Everybody's great. All the educators are you know, really good people, and I do think there's two sides to it. But my side is you know, what I just stated. So anyways, that said, I will be talking to you about that at the end of the webinar, and it's not a bunch of outdated stuff bundled together. All right. So let's talk about the templates real quick. So I'm giving away these templates. There's 4 of them. And I'm going to briefly, just for those of you that are brand new students of mine, walk you through, I'm going to walk you through this just very, very quickly, okay? I want to make sure that if you're a new student of mine, you log into your Access Adrian portal, you go to your Profit PH card here, and you can go back and watch the webinar replays of our previous weeks of 2020. And you'll see that we have these 2 trainings where we give away some free sales page templates. And it explains why we use these and all that. So definitely go back and watch these and smash the subscribe button and sub to my YouTube channel, please. I'll shamelessly ask you to do that. And watch these. They're free trainings. They're great. They're epic. And this is what helped me make a lot of money over the last couple of weeks, and apparently some students as well. All right, so the templates that we gave away, and this is going to look redundant, I'm only going to stay on it 5 seconds, are playing off of this trend that's hitting right now, which is what are the top gifts of 2020? So yes, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is technically over, right? But people are still shopping for holiday products up until, you know, the week before Christmas. And then after Christmas, the search is going to change to the top gifts of 2021. Right, the must-haves of 2021. So this is just always going to be hot. And you can see that we're in the middle of the spike right now. I'll refresh this so y'all can see it's relevant new data. We're still in the beginning of the spike here on December 1st. I believe that's the date of today. And what I did is previously I gave y'all these templates that were based off of really just like what I sell. Dog stuff are one of our bigger stores, dog stuff. So we gave this away, but it was given away to you so you can copy paste it essentially free and put your own products on here. It doesn't have to be pet stuff. What's interesting about it is the way we did product ratings and deal ratings and discounts. Like you can edit all of this stuff. We gave it away completely free. All right, so then I followed up the next week and I further optimized this page here. The first version of the page looked like this, okay? And this is still making us money. It looked like this. So maybe it was this one right here. I might not have the old one put up. But it wasn't fully optimized. Yeah, it looked like this. When you got down to the bottom of the page where you said your top gifts, your top 13 gifts, top 20, top 10, top 5, you do whatever you want to do. It's the template, it's the plan, the blueprint here that works. We would say, didn't find what you're looking for, check out these other gifts. So then we came back and we optimized it. And so on the bottom here, we said, didn't find what you're looking for, shop gifts under $20, but also shop gifts for him, gifts for her, personalized jewelry. And you can click, like literally you can go and click funnels and you can put your website, attach it to these buttons and send them to your top gifts for him, for her, whatever. You can change these to be anything you want them to be. It's just a template. And then we have the email opt-in down here at the bottom. So we can build a list. And like I said, I told you this last week, all right? I said, build your list. Because when you build your list and you're building it on Shopify, be it you're using Wheelie opt-in, you're getting abandoned carts, you're using any app, right? When you build your list, you can send out emails that do this right here, where you send out an email and you make hundreds of dollars, and you send out another email, maybe you make thousands of dollars, right? That's the power in building a list. So that's why I came back and I optimized this, because when you're advertising to people, maybe they're not interested in the direct products you're marketing, but they're interested in other gifts, other types of gifts, and they want to get on your VIP list. All right, so that's what that's about. So what we did though is we went in and we created some more templates. Most of you that use this idea, or most people that use this idea that don't get on my trainings and don't take, they don't get the benefit of getting the free stuff that I give away, this is what they're doing. They're making a really ugly page on Shopify, because Shopify will only allow you to do this as a collection. And it makes people scatterbrained. People like to be told what to do. And so we have these templates and we've been using them, and they've generated a lot of money for us. So we created these new templates that you can use. Again, these are fresh off the press, and my designer just delivered them to me, and we pay our designer a lot of money. She's here in the US, so we don't get the benefit of paying a different exchange rate. And she's amazing. So I wanted you to have 4 different templates to use. And template number 1 is really basic. Again, you can go in, put your own logo. You could put whatever you want here for any niche. And it's just a different version. It's a cleaner, more airy version. You put your product image in there, your link to the product on your Shopify store. And essentially, we're just marrying ClickFunnels and Shopify. We're using ClickFunnels because, hey, ClickFunnels, you can make epic landing pages. You drag and drop and copy and paste, and you're done, poof, as a beginner. Shopify, you can't do that, right? So we use both. And then we optimize this a little bit. And then we optimize the email opt-in. The second one here that we just churned out is a slightly different variation of this, where the text is up here, and now we have the products listed in a different fashion. This is just a placeholder image. So what we found is that sometimes when we change the way like the list is, it'll help conversion rates. So you can use all of these, and it's the same thing. It just looks a little bit different, right? So you can kind of fit what you want on here, what makes sense for you, what converts best for your products. And again, everything is here. And this isn't just for Christmas, by the way. You can edit this template to be for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Veterans Day, or just no holiday at all. Just like the top gifts for the top gadget gifts for right now, whatever. And then we have V3, which we're going to give you tonight. And V3, we had a little image of just products that were viral on AliExpress that we listed here. And this one, honestly, this one's my favorite, because this is what we're seeing work right now, is this particular layout, where now you've got products listed from left to right, 3 products per line. And it's easier on the eyes because it's not so big. And you still get the opportunity to pitch people on why this is great and what the discount is, so on and so forth. And then down here, all the same, right? So I really like this layout, and this layout works really good for one niche. So you could have like the leggings, the tote bags, the watches, the pillows, the AliExpress product. It's really interesting. And then we have V4. And V4, we change up the color a little bit. Again, you can totally edit this, put your logo on here. And this one is super professional looking. So I imagine this one doing really good in like the beauty niche or something like that, because it's just super clean. And again, you can change the color of any of this with one click, and you'll notice that the image comes above the little boxed line. So I had my designer make these for me because the strategy is just working so good for me. And what works for me is what I want to teach you how to do. So I'm going to be giving these away where you can put your own products for any niche, your own brand, your own logo, no catch. You just need ClickFunnels in order to use these because that's where we build our business. I mean, my entire business for the digital side and all of our custom pages is inside of ClickFunnels. And I'll give you a link to get a free trial. It is my partner link with them, or you can just go straight to their site if that offends you. But I will give you these completely free at the end of the webinar. But let's be honest, okay? How many of you in here would agree that even if I give you these pages, it's not going to make you make any money? If you're not making money right now and I give you these pages, it's not going to make you make any money. How many of you in here would agree with me in that? Really, what they are is just a bunch of fancy pages that work for me because I'm currently making money, right? And so that is the sad truth, Christina. And the idea isn't to get you on these webinars and give you a bunch of fancy shiny objects. It's to really give you things that can work and really teach you strategies that can work and really give you an outline and a plan that you can execute that doesn't leave you dazed and confused. And so what I want to do is I want to talk to you about why these pages are making me money, right? What I'm doing in my business as I go into 2021 to use pages like this to make more money. And when you understand why these make me more money, then you know how to use these pages. They're no longer just a free gift. They're tools that can help you maximize your profit potential in your business. So I'm going to pull up a couple of things because I know that a lot of you in here have said, Adrian, here's the deal. You already make a lot of money. You've been doing e-commerce since I think 2013. And it's really easy for you to say, oh, just use this template or run this ad and make money because you've already got a store that's up, that's running, that's optimized, that's generating sales every day. You don't know what it's like to be a beginner and have to start from scratch. How many of you in here feel that way? Just be honest with me. It's okay, right? I'm an expert. I've been doing marketing online since 2008, before anyone else used Facebook ads. It's like one of the first people in Facebook ads, probably. Definitely not the first, but I get it, right? And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put myself in your shoes, all right? And every year as I go into 2020, to the new year, like 2021, I have like a plan of action. One of my buddies, his name's Sam Ovens, some of y'all probably have heard of him. He always says, plan for tomorrow today. And I love that. I'm always planning for tomorrow, today, and next week, and next month, and next year. So I'm already planning 2021 and what my launch plan is. And I'm going to go over it with you. All right. So we'll be giving away those pages here shortly. So I'll put these links here so you can get these pages. But let's talk about, what you really need to do in your business to see results or to have the best opportunity to have results, okay? So I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so I have some space on my screen. And I wanna talk to you about my profit plan for the end of the year, but mainly for the beginning of the year. So my profit plan really for 2021 and what I'm gonna be doing in my business and why the first quarter of next year is really important. It's a theme in my company. We always say that Q1 for e-commerce is more profitable for us than Q4. Q4 provides more volume, but you're competing and the traffic is more expensive, right? Q1, people they already have money from Christmas. They're looking for end of the year clearance deals. They're looking for they're looking to spend the money that they just got as a Christmas gift. So essentially, right after Christmas, there is this second wave of profitable traffic looking for good deals. So there's the second wave that we prepare for every single year in the beginning of Q1 of each year. Because it is a second wave of Black Friday style traffic, looking for end of the year deals, closeout deals, new year deals, and they have money. The difference is they're buying stuff for themselves. They're not buying stuff for other people, right? They're shopping for themselves at this point. And as you go into next year, yeah, I know that a lot of you, like I read some comments in the group and I've read emails and support tickets and whatnot. Some of you that are in this group and you're even in my course and everything, you still haven't launched your store. You've been in this for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and you still haven't launched a store. You still haven't launched a product. You're dazed and confused, if you will, even though you have one of the best trainings in the world for e-commerce. Why is that? You know, why is that happening? As a matter of fact, if that's you, type a 1 in the chat box right now. If that's you, it's okay. I'm not hating on you. I know why you haven't launched your store yet. I know why you're stuck. I get it. I know exactly why. All right, see lots and lots of 1s in here. Gail says overwhelmed. Julie says fear, right? Well, the reason that you're overwhelmed, right? The reason that you fear, the reason that you're stuck is because you have no plan. And let me tell you, no plan equals no profit. If you don't have a plan that you can execute, then you can't feel confident to launch ads. You can't feel confident to launch your store. Or even people like that are already making a lot of money, like Dean, that are at this stage where they want to scale, right? There's growing pains. You have to have, and I'm not saying he has growing pains, but at that level, a lot of people get growing pains and they don't have a scaling plan. They have a launch plan, right? And so no plan equals no profit. You have to have a plan for launch. You have to have a plan for scaling, and you have to have a plan for optimizing for profits, right? So that's what you have to do. When you have a plan, right, you're able to execute. You're not sitting around like, oh, well, watch this YouTube video of this guru with a fake Lamborghini and a fake Airbnb that's doing some silly 3-minute tutorial that leaves me even more confused. When you have a plan, you're not watching that stuff. When you have a plan, you're executing, just like I've been doing, just like many of you in here have been doing. But you execute when you're confident that what you're doing works. And again, I said earlier that a lot of you in here say, Adrian, I get that you're smart at e-com and stuff and you're good, but you're not in my shoes, you're not in my position, you're not a beginner. So I get that, you know? So here's what I did. I put myself in a beginner's shoes with a completely dead store. As you can imagine, I have multiple stores. One of our stores, which once was a great store, we just let it die out because there were other more profitable ventures. And so we took a store that virtually was completely dead and revived it from scratch. And I documented the process. And I'm going to show you the ads. I'm going to show you the mistakes and some of the things that I did. But let me tell you what's harder than starting as a beginner. It's harder to revive a dead store with dead products than it is to start fresh with something that's already on a wave and is already working. How many of you in here would agree with me in that? How many of you would agree that it's probably harder to make something that's broken work than to just duplicate something that's already working? Yes? So I figured if I want to be in a beginner's shoes, why don't I try to revive this old dead store that once was great? And that's exactly what I did. And I'm going to talk to you about the plan that I used to execute this. So I'm going to give you this outline here, and I'm going to show you some stats, and it's going to wow you. It's going to show you why what I'm teaching is so important to especially beginners that are getting started. If you're already making millions of dollars, then you know this probably isn't the webinar for you. But if you have no plan and no confidence and no blueprint, if you will, then this is going to probably be game changing for you. So number one is, dang it, start your store, okay? So you want to start it the right way. That's where a lot of you kind of die off, is you don't have the right settings, the right apps. You're not building your list the right way. I try my best in this webinar to show you all how to do that. but sometimes it's kind of hard, with 1 hour to show you that with beginners and newbies and everything else in between. Number 2 is, all right, my plan moving into 2021, and I executed this and tested this with this dead store, is not to beat a dead horse, but to find home run potential products. And when I find those home run potential products, essentially what I'm doing is I'm duplicating other winning ads. All right, so I'm taking inspiration from other people's ads and I'm running those ads. I'm duplicating the same ads in a way without like ripping them off, right? So when I'm starting out, I'm looking at other people's ads and what's working for them so I can pivot and I can modify my business to work, like I can see what's already proven. The second thing is, once I find home run potential products, I need to look at home run potential ads. So I start doing research on other people's ads, or which ads are getting a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of comments. What do the comments in the ads say? Do they say, I can't wait to get mine, I ordered mine? Did they say too expensive? I look at the ads, and I look at the ads that are going viral, and those are the ads I model everything after. Now, number 4 is for beginners and even for myself, I'm looking for a low budget launch plan. A low budget launch plan. So this means I want to launch ads quickly on a low budget and identify if they're going to work or not. You don't have to spend a lot of money on ads. Even in 2020 and 2021 and beyond, you don't have to spend a lot of money on ads to generate sales. You just don't have to, you just have to do the ads right. You have to have a launch plan. So what I'm going to do is I am going to underline this, okay? Write that down, start. You need a launch plan. That means when you find a product that you're going to duplicate and you're building a Facebook ad based off of one that is already successful, you have a step 1, step 2, step 3. This is how I launch every time. This is what I do. And it's either going to work or it's not going to work. If it doesn't work, throw it away. Didn't lose a lot of money. It's a low budget. All right, if it does work, scale. Because once you find out what works off of your low budget launch plan, you're going to want to scale, right? Winners fast. So what scale means is you're going to want to take that ad that might be making you $25 a day, $75 a day, and turn it into an ad that's making you a couple $100 a day. Maybe it's making you a couple thousand. It just depends on what you're selling and at what point you scale it. Number 6 is once I start scaling my winners, right? Immediately I start focusing on building a profitable email list. All right, so making sure that I have a profitable email list that's being built. So you could do this with my app Wheelie Opt-in. You automatically build an email list in Shopify from people that go to the cart page and put in their email. There's a lot of ways to build an email list, but at that point, as you're scaling and getting a lot of traffic, you want to build a profitable email list. And then the last thing that we look at is how to optimize our store for profits. All right. One way to optimize your store for profits is with just simply with upsells, right? Upsells crush. I showed y'all Optimize Upsell a couple weeks ago. We did a reopening of it and it's phenomenal. But there are other ways to optimize. So we use these new templates that I'm giving away. Some of them I'm giving away to you tonight. We use these templates to optimize our store for more profits, meaning we get people to spend more money. And I do believe that in quarter 1, this is just an outline. Obviously, there's a lot more detail to this. I'm not trying to, play this out like it's the holy grail or anything like that. It's just what I know. It's what I know works. And so essentially, I'm just making this look pretty because I'm going to be able to send you all these notes probably. This is my plan as we launch new stores in Q1 2021. Because I spent 2 hours on a phone call today about talking about a new store that we're launching in a completely new niche. I'm always launching new products and launching new stores. And the reason that I'm able to do it and take action and launch fast and generate sales fast is because I have a plan, right? And I follow the plan every time. And like I said, I put myself in your shoes to see if this plan right here would actually work on a dead store. Now, how many of you in here would like to see the results of this outline plan? Just type in 2 if you'd like to see the results. I started implementing this, I think, November 5th. Okay, let me show you. So, mind you, this is a dead store, completely dead, that was doing virtually nothing. I considered it broken, if you will, outdated. The theme was jacked. It needed so much work that you don't have to worry about when you're brand new, because you're starting with everything that's fresh. So this is this particular store from the last 30 days or so. Now, this is not a screenshot to impress you, because $42,000, while is a lot of money, is really not a lot of money for my business, because we've done that in a single day. So it's like in a month, it's nothing special for us. But how many of you in here would freak out if you did this type of revenue in 30 days? Just type in money signs. So I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying that I'm not trying to show this to you to like impress you. If I wanted to do that, I'd show you the big 1 day screenshots. Here's why I'm showing this to you. When we decided to tackle this and put ourselves in your shoes as essentially a beginner's shoes and start from scratch, this store had nothing. It was at 0. Look at this, that little green area right there. That's day 1. We did 1 sale. It was like 60 bucks. And I'm going to zoom in even more. This is super important. So you'll notice that the next day in the screenshot, we got some more sales, a couple $100. Then the next day, a couple more, we got some more sales, close to $700. Does everybody see that? Day 1, day 2, day 3. Now, why is this screenshot important? Well, because look at day 4. Day 4 looks pretty much like day 1. Would you agree? Just say I agree. If day 4 looks dang near like day 1. Janice, yes, this is without the list until the very end of the month. That would be unfair. All right, so the reason day 4 looks like day 1 is because I was testing ads these 3 days as a complete beginner trying to revive this, and the ads looked like they were going to work on day 2. And day 3, even though we generated revenue, it bombed. We lost money. I lost like, I don't know, $300 or something like that. It just completely tanked. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I'm gonna be honest, like I was pretty confident because I was like, yo, like I know this, like it's gonna pop. So I just went on with my life after I launched these ads, and I looked and I lost money, and I was like, what? Me? How'd that happen? Doesn't make sense. And the difference between me in that position and others like me that are that are educated and have a plan, and other people that are brand new, is that I knew what to do. I knew what to do when ads didn't work. I have a launch plan designed to find winners and kill losers fast on a low budget. So what did I do? I scrapped everything and I started over. All right, and you'll see each day I scaled a little bit more. And then around right here is when I found what worked, because you can see we popped off over to like $900 a day. Again, in my spare time, not even really putting that much effort, but I have an executable plan that I tested on the store. This day right here, you could see we scaled back a little bit because this is where we killed some losers. We had some winners though, but we killed some losers. And then boom, November 15th. What I want, forget these, like look over here, forget those, they don't count. These 3 days do not count where you see this money here. They can't count. It's unfair to count these because that's Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Like they don't count. What I want you to look at is this line right here. You see this line of consistency where it just dips a little bit under 900, right? But you see this, once we get to this point where my plan that I've executed finds my winning ads, right? Where the money's being made. And I'm able to sustain every day pretty much the exact same amount of predictable sales on a day-to-day basis, aside from the days where Black Friday, Cyber Monday hit, and we, obviously we're going to have more sales on those days. Now, how many of you in here would like to have an action plan, like a real duplicatable action plan? So when you did launch and your ads didn't pop off, in 1 to 2 days, you knew what to do. Like, you knew how to kill those ads, relaunch those ads, and find your winner, and then scale to a sustainable level with minimal effort, right? Y'all know I run a lot of businesses. This is, for me, a side gig where I literally just executed a plan, a blueprint. I lost money here, making mistakes, all right? And this is where the real sales came in once I figured out what popped off. Just to show you that this is not like a fake screenshot. I got a couple of screenshots. I actually took these about 4 o'clock this afternoon. But I'm going to show you something else that's super important, all right? So you can see on this screenshot here, we did start emailing toward the end of the month, because we're going to utilize that email list that we're building up of fresh leads. So you'll see some returning customers, but you'll also see $40,000 November 5th, November 30th. Our average order value here at the bottom is $64. So the average customer on our store was spending 64 bucks, right? This was a free plus shipping store. There were people spend $64. All right, so let's look at some of the payouts real quick, so you can kind of see where things really popped off. So these are the current payouts that are coming from this store, and you can see in the very beginning, like $1,300 a day, $2,400 a day, November 24th, 4,700 bucks. Then after Black Friday hits, you're going to see like an 8K payout, 5K payout, whatever. All right, so you can see that where Cyber Monday hit, the sales went up. So again, unfair. This is what I want to show you though. All right, so these are some of my ads that I just launched literally. This is today's stats. These are brand new ads, brand spanking new. And they haven't made billions of dollars yet. This is on this dead store that we're reviving here. Obviously, I have my, ad names blurred out for obvious reasons. But I want you to look at these since they are brand new. These aren't ads that automatically, I've been running forever that just work. No, I put myself in a beginner's shoes and I executed this plan that I've put together to see if I could make this work. And I want to show you what happened. All right, so first off, forget all this up here. All right, let's look at the bottom. All right, so each one of these is an ad. Sorry, I didn't mean to move this. Each one of these is a Facebook ad, all right, with a specific set of targeting. And some of these are hitting massive audiences with zero targeting, if you will. Some of them are hitting very precise audiences with super, super targeted keywords. And let me just zoom into this better. And I want you to see what's going on down here at the bottom. So I was feeling pretty confident about this targeting here. So stupidly, I launched a higher budget. And you can see that I spent 51 bucks. This one I made 159, that's great. But look at these, $39 and zero made, $80 and zero made, $97 and zero made. Literally within 2 days, I know if these ads are bad ads. I know if they're dead. Look at these other ads up here. $8 to make 79 at a 900% ROAS. It's a new ad. That's going to go down. That's not that hot because it's a brand new ad. It's only reached 638 people, but that's epic. Spend a little bit of money and you can generate a lot. Then you got $32 to make 169. Again, brand new ad, barely seen any reach. So that's number's going to come down some. This one, 103 people reach. See, I told you these are brand new when I took the screenshot. I had to work with what I have. $45 to make 153. 350% return on ad spend. Is it making me millions? No, but I'll take that money all day, every day. Like that's amazing. You know, just if that's consistent, sure, why not? $29 to make 95, 51 to make 159, right? You can see I'm starting to use manual bidding as well, something I've never taught ever before because I'm not a master of manual bidding, but I've learned quite a lot about it from some of the masters in manual bidding. So using manual bidding to start scaling some of the ads. So the idea here is as we go back to this launch plan is, like I said, you need a low budget launch plan, right? That's what many of you need, is a low budget launch plan. How do I launch ads, spend a little bit of money? You got to spend something, right? You're in business. If you don't want to run a business, then don't run a business. But business means you need to advertise. But it doesn't mean that you have to blow money and have a big budget. So I have a plan that I can put into play that I execute every time I launch a product, and it's a low budget launch plan. And what it does is it quickly helps me identify winners versus losers. I personally now launch things. I still launch at like $5, $10 on brand new stuff, but generally speaking, with my knowledge that I have now, I'm launching at like $25 a day budgets. And I know that, look, if this ad's getting a sale of $8 and 32 and 45 and 29 and $50, why the heck isn't this ad getting a sale and this ad getting a sale and this ad getting a sale? Because they're losers, right? They're loser ads. And that means I need to kill them. I don't need to let them bleed and become emotionally tied to them. I've spent 39 bucks and I don't have a sale. Adios, right? Because I spent $29 here and I have sales. So I quickly identified the surefire winners, kill the surefire losers. And also, I start using a little bit of manual bidding to play with cost on traffic, to get my costs down, which has helped me so much with manual bidding. And it's actually not confusing, but it would be confusing if I taught it right now. You would need some time for this, like a full webinar. So we have these ads that are winning and ads that are losing. And if we go back here to the screenshot, that's what's happening, is we're killing the losers, right? We're finding the winners, and we're scaling them to a sustainable level, because at some point, you know, if you scale too hard, your profit will die off. That's where manual bidding really comes in. So these are some of the ads, and these are just fresh ads from today. You can see the date up here. I think I got it in here, December 1st. So this isn't old stuff, this is new stuff. And you see we have clear winners here. Now, if we start looking at some of the data here, this is what's really interesting about these templates that I'm giving you and having an optimization plan. All right, so overall, for the month, as I started out, I want you to look back down here at the bottom where you see average order value. Can everybody see where it says average? Let me just grab my arrow, hold on. Average order value, right here. Our average order value for the month was 64 bucks. That means the average customer that's coming into our store is spending 64 bucks. So out of the gate, that's great, but lower than I would prefer, right? For the stuff that we're selling. So yesterday, our average order value, as you can see, is 79 bucks. So we're getting people now to spend $80 on our store on average. We're using email marketing to bring people back in, as now we have a fresh list that we've built, and our conversion rate isn't even that hot. It's 2.12% because this theme needs a lot of work. It's old, and like I said, there's a lot of stuff working against me. That should be more like 4%. But our average order value is $79. The key is, when you're looking at a profit plan, you want to optimize your store for profits, because when someone comes into your store, you want them to spend as much money as possible, because that's how you're going to look at your Facebook ads and say, wow, I have a very profitable ad that I can scale now and run at a sustainable and predictable level. Again, all of this is a plan. We run through the same thing. Every time we launch, we do the same steps. We have a methodical process that's very simple, beginner friendly, that we use for this. And Then if you look at today's orders, I took the screenshot earlier today at like 4 o'clock. We did some things and made some optimizations, and we're bringing our average order value up a little bit. And now it's $91. The average person that's coming on our store is spending 91 bucks. And this started out as a free plus shipping store selling $9.95 trinkets. So again, when you have an action plan, you launch, right? You find products, you find ads that you can duplicate fast, you launch with confidence because you know you're duplicating something that's tried, tested, and proven. Then what you do is you launch your ads on low budgets till you find your winners, so you don't let losers bleed money. You take those surefire winners that you find and then you scale them. And at that point, you start emailing your list, and at that point, you start optimizing your store, saying, how can I get these visitors that are coming in to spend more money, right? That's the key. And there's a lot of things. Number one thing is upsells, right? That's the number one thing. But there's so many other things, and that's why these templates right here are super hot, because when you have somebody coming to these templates, they find multiple things that they want, and they're likely to buy more stuff. And if you send them the one product on your Shopify store they can buy, they're going to buy that one product. But if you send them to a high converting template that lists other relevant products and gives them a solid discount, they're more likely to stack their cart. They're more likely to buy 2 products or 3 products or buy a gift, right? That's what I designed these templates for. I designed them so I could show my audience more products in a relevant way that didn't scatter them and get them to have decision paralysis. Rather, it talked them into buying more stuff because it's rated high, it's discounted high, it's a recommended gift in this niche or that niche. That's what I built these for, and that's why I promise you, the reason my average order value went from $60 to $90 in 30 days is because I started using a template like this, especially on a holiday. This is going to work. It gets people to spend more money. It gets people to opt into our list. That's what these are designed for. Remember, I'm giving these away to you 100% completely free, all right? So 1,000% free, you're going to get these probably in the next 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to give away this link, and they're only available on this webinar to those of you that are here now. So I'll be giving that to you here in just a moment. But the real question is how many of you in here have been operating your business without a real like blueprint? This is what I do if this. This is what I do if this. This is when I do this. Say me. I'm just curious because I give you a solid blueprint in ESA, but it's a lot of stuff to go through, right? All right, cool. I see a lot of you saying me. All right, so here's what, seems like there's one other thing I want to show you. I'll show it to you in a second. Here's what I wanted to do for you guys. I wanted to give you these templates for free because I know that for those of you that are struggling to profit, they're going to help you. They're literally going to help you increase your average order value. If you're not making any sales right now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're not generating traffic and making sales, then I mean this isn't going to solve your problem, right? What's going to solve your problem is understanding from A to Z how to execute and launch ads and find products, which is essentially what I always teach. So a lot of people have hit me up about Black Friday deals, Cyber Monday deals. I've never done a Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal. I just explained to y'all why in the beginning of this. I'm not that dude that's going to discount all of this stuff because it's a holiday. I don't want to offend other people, and I just, it's just not my thing. Never have done it. And this year, I wanted to come up with something that I could do for y'all that's a highly discounted deal that would give you an action plan for next year, for 2021, for Q1, instead of giving you a bunch of old stuff that I've bundled together just so I can sell something for Black Friday. If you follow me, you know I've never done a Black Friday discount or deal for my stuff before. And I got this great idea actually from my brother. last week. I was like, wow, that's a phenomenal value and a phenomenal idea. I could put something together like that. So I have this profit plan here that I've executed and I've built for a dead store that's revived it over the last 30 days. You've probably seen me emailing about this Cyber Monday deal. It is a 2021 e-commerce Blitz bootcamp, and it's going to be about a 2 to 2.5 hour bootcamp on a Saturday where I go through all of this. We find a product. I show you how to find the products, how to duplicate the ads. I draw out the plan from A to Z, all in one webinar, not across 4 weeks, but in one webinar. And that way, when you wake up December 26th after Christmas, you have a plan that you're confident that you can execute. And it's not $1,000 or $2,000 or anything like that, though it should be. And then I decided I would do something else. I decided that I would give you a tool that I have been on the fence about releasing for a year. And you've probably seen this tool inside of our members area, lingering in the coming soon for 1 full year, and it's called Interest Scout. It is literally one of my secret weapons. I haven't released it because I just, I don't, it's my personal software, and I've teeter-tottered on releasing it, and it's ugly as sin, honestly. And I don't want to have to go like make it pretty just so I can say it's my product. I use this in my business, and it honestly gives me a pretty much unfair advantage to targeting Facebook ads. And it's not for sale. Don't worry, you can't buy it. I'm not about to sell this to you. You cannot buy this software right now. All right, so how many of you would like to see a quick demo of what it does? Because I'm actually including this free for 90 days in this Black Friday, Cyber Monday, first time I've ever done this deal that I put together, and I'm gonna release to you in a second. So first off, let me explain why I use this tool. When you go to create a Facebook ad and you're trying to target for dog stuff, pit bull stuff, nurses, whatever it may be, Facebook hides the best keywords from you, not on purpose, they just do. So let's say that you're targeting a nursing product in the nurse niche, which is huge. And you come in here and you type in nurse. Facebook, first off, takes forever to show the dang interest. But these are the keywords. I'm going to zoom in, see if I can get it real big for you. These are the keywords that in the nursing niche, Facebook is going to suggest. Registered nurse, 14 million people. No, you're going to lose money if you target that keyword. I promise you, if you target that keyword as a noob, you're going to lose money. You don't need to be targeting 14 million people as a newbie. No, that's a scaling keyword. But as you come down here, I just want you to look. This is all Facebook gives you. This is it. And essentially what Facebook does is they give you the biggest interest. So wouldn't you imagine that everybody else that is coming to Facebook targeting nursing products are probably targeting their products to the exact same group of keywords and interest and audience that you're targeting if you're using these recommended keywords by Facebook? Say yes. If you would agree that all of your competitors are targeting the same people. Now, there's tons of hidden interest in Facebook. You just have to dig to find them. You have to start clicking nurse uniform. So then they're like, oh, okay, well, they're looking for uniforms for nurses. Let us do some digging. And they're supposed to show something. There we go. Oh, maybe they want these keywords: medicine, scrubs, scrub magazine. So you got to dig and dig and dig and dig for hours. And this is why a lot of people don't find epic keywords. I got sick of this. Facebook has an API, and that API will let you unveil all of the keywords for any interest in a much faster fashion without making you dig. So Interest Scout is a tool I've teeter-tottered on releasing to y'all. And watch this. I just come in here, I type in nurse, it's connected to Facebook, and boom. Within a second, look at all of these keywords. Look at this. These are the hidden interests down here, right? Without all the competition. These are the hidden interests for the nursing niche that Facebook doesn't just show you. These are the ones that probably for beginners are going to be the hottest keywords to hit, right? And so let's say that I want to promote stuff in the nursing niche, and I've just uncovered with Interest Scout. I don't know how it does this. My developer built it. And I want to target these keywords. I don't have to go find them in Facebook. So what we can do is hit select all, and then I'm just going to get rid of some of these big ones. Like, we don't want the big ones. These are not going to be the ones we want. So we'll just unclick these. I need to come up with a faster way to unclick them. And then, you know, we can spot pick some of these. Let's get all the keywords that are under 1 million. These are all of our hottest keywords. So now all I have to do is hit copy to clipboard. I can jump over here to Facebook. Let me get rid of this keyword here. Now watch what happens. I literally just hit paste, boom. All the keywords are here. And now I'm targeting 6.6 million, which is a very large audience of very highly targeted interests for the nursing niche that Facebook isn't showing everybody else. They're there, people can find them. The thing is that it takes them too long to find them. So most people give up, not me, I've always dug for them. But, and what it'll do also is it will allow me, and this is an experimental feature that we're using, but when you scale, you might scale to a different country. You might scale into France, or you might scale into, you know, Mexico or Spain or wherever. So there are keywords in other niches that are spelled in Spanish or French. So we could say, yo, find us all the Spanish keywords, because we want to target Spanish-speaking communities, or we want to target Spanish-speaking countries. And we hit search. Again, experimental feature, but it's bringing up all the nursing keywords in Spanish. These are keywords that I know I would never think of. All I know how to do is say más café por favor, and, you know, de donde baño, where's the bathroom, or whatever. I think that's how you say it. But now I'm popping off hot keywords in Spanish and in French and in Dutch. So this is a really cool little tool that allows us to quickly identify stuff. Like I can hit Pitbull right here. And it's not just gonna find Pitbull stuff. What it's gonna do is it's gonna find all of the really, really hot Pitbull interest. I could type in survival. All right, and it's not just gonna pop off the 5 or 6 interests that Facebook gives me, which is these top ones right here. It's gonna show us all of the hottest survival keywords and most passionate, most passionate people. Now, another thing that we do is some of the stuff you might not know what it is. Like, let's say, what would we look at here? Survival run with Bear Grylls. What the heck is that? Is that even worth targeting? I don't know. So I can click on Google, and it'll just quickly open up the search term in Google for me. And so now I understand what keyword I'm targeting, not just because it says survival, but now I know what this even means and if it makes sense to target my audience. I'm not just throwing it in there. If I want to know more about it, I can click on Facebook Audience Insights, and boom, it's going to pull up Audience Insights with this keyword on Facebook, and it's going to show me anything and everything I need to know about this search term, which is not much because it's a small term, but survival mom, that should pull something up. So now I can say, if I'm targeting survival mom, people under the keyword survival mom, I'm hitting mostly 35 to 54-year-old women with an education level of college that are 76% married. And these people also have an affinity and are interested in food storage, backyard pioneer, new life on homestead. These are other potential interests you can hit. So it does the research, or you could do this yourself, honestly, but this just makes it faster. So we have these buttons here. And it allows me to save these audiences as well, which is super ugly, but it works. So how many of you in here would agree that this tool really does, in all honesty, kind of give me an unfair advantage when it comes to targeting my Facebook ads in full transparency, right? It does, right? The reason I haven't released it again is because A, it's my personal software, I built it for me. B, I don't feel like making it look beautiful for everybody just so it looks pretty. And C, I don't want to have a zillion users in here sending in a billion support tickets, asking questions that, I don't want to sit down for an hour and answer that are really simple questions, just in full transparency. That's why I haven't sold it, and that's why y'all have seen it in here for a year. without me actually offering it. So here's what I've put together. Y'all have seen the emails. I have a Cyber Monday bootcamp. I'm calling it the 2021 Ecom Profit Blitz. I've discounted it. I was gonna do this in Q1 for anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. When I was talking to my brother about it, I saw him discount his and said, that's a pretty dang good value. It's a great way to offer Cyber Monday stuff, Black Friday deals to my whole community without offending anybody that invested full price in my courses. And essentially this is a 2-hour boot camp with me, 2.5 hours, however long it takes. December 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll give you all a link to this in a second and tell you the discount. It's a huge discount. And if you decide to attend this and take advantage of the Cyber Monday discount that I'm going to give you, you'll get the replay. And essentially, I'm going to go over that exact plan that I just unveiled to you in detail, each step. We're going to do it live. I'm going to show you how I find products in a way that I've never shown you before, because this is something new even to me. It's not even an ESA. I'm going to show you the hottest US products that we're selling, products that we are selling, we are profiting with. I'm going to give you more templates that I'm creating for my personal store in 2021. So you're going to get more templates. They're not just going to be the top gifts, holiday gifts templates. I'm going to give you a lot of epic templates. I'm going to go over my full launch plan, and I'm actually going to teach manual bidding. So the bonuses are, you're going to get my templates. It's going to be, again, not the gift templates that I'm giving away to y'all for free tonight. These are going to be more specific templates for specific reasons. I'm going to give these to you for free. And then I'm going to give you the full first quarter, a full 90 days completely free to Interest Scout. And after that, if I sell this, I think I'm going to sell this for anywhere from $50 to $97 a month, because it's a very expensive tool to maintenance, as Facebook API requires lots of updates. I'm probably not going to make it look beautiful, to be honest, but I will give it to you for 90 days completely free. And after that, I'll grandfather you in, if you want to keep it, to a monthly maintenance fee of $20 a month. You can cancel that should you desire to do so at any given time. I want you to have it for a full quarter, so that way you can use it and launch using this plan that we're going to go over on this boot camp. So this is a huge value here, and I may not even sell this. I may never sell it, and maybe only the people that do certain things like this get to use it. It's easier for us to support it with less people in it. So the link to do that, the link to get in on this at the discount, I will find here in just a second, is, here we go. And then I'm going to give you the pages as well, is right here. And again, it's December 19th is the boot camp. And essentially, if you do not attend it live, you will get the replay 100%, but I will not sell the replays at a discounted rate. I'm not going to sell the replay at all. So I'm going to send this to everyone here. And this is something that typically would be about $1,000 to $1,500. I'm discounting it for the next 24 to 48 hours to 297 bucks, a one-time payment. So I'll put the link on the screen as well. Let me just pull up this PowerPoint here, and I will have the link on the screen for you. And you can join this or not join it. It's really just, whatever you want to do. But this is designed to give you a plan for day one, 2021. It's to walk you through the outline that I just gave you, to show you the real products that we're selling, the real ads that we're launching, to show you how we scale with manual bidding using what I've learned, to help you bypass the mistakes and show you how to pivot, just so you have a plan next year. And these webinars will always provide more free training for you every single week. But when I can sit down with you for 2 hours to 2.5 hours and just focus on training and have a real outline, A to Z, where we're not waiting a week in between things, you'll find that you get a lot more value and a lot more done. So this is a one-time payment of $297. It is the very first time I've ever done a Cyber Monday Black Friday deal. I can't believe I'm doing this because I've never done it. And just by way of chat, how many of you in here appreciate that I'm not bundling up all of my courses and selling them for 50% off or whatever it is. How many of you appreciate that? I see one person said you don't appreciate that, maybe because you want to buy it. But for those of you that invest in my stuff, I'm never going to devalue that stuff in your investment. I think if anything, what you've invested in gets more valuable as time goes on because it gets better, and you continue to get more value out of my courses and everything as we maintenance it and build it and update it. This is probably the cheapest thing I've ever offered, aside from like software, apps and whatnot, and I will not be selling this again. So if you would like to get on this boot camp, if you're a beginner, you need this. If you've never made a sale, you definitely need this. If you're making a couple of sales a day, but they're not profitable, you need this. If you're steadily making $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000 a day, like I just showed you, you're going to need this. And if you're having growing pains to get to that next level, I think that you're going to find you really need this, because I know how to get to those massive days, and I have the A to Z plan to do it. And you can go through all my ESA videos and profit power hours, and tons of information is in there, but I've never done a 2.5 hour blitz that I just A to Z said, yo, this is what you do live, where I can answer your questions and stuff. And then of course, the 90 days to Interest Scout. This is the only way to get this software right now. I don't know if I'll sell it in the future. And I'm telling you, it's ugly, but it works. It's a sick software. So I'm about to give away those free templates as well. So if you decide not to do this, that's, again, totally fine. No high pressure. Everybody's flooding me about a Cyber Monday, Black Friday discount, saying this guy's doing this and why aren't you discounting your courses and doing this? And it's just not what I do. So I finally put something together because I got a great idea from my brother that could give you value at a major discount based off what I would charge, what I plan on charging. And it's not going to offend anybody because no one's ever bought it before. So I think this is going to be huge for y'all. Are there any questions? How long will the sale be available? Well, when you go to first off, this link is going to take you to this page here. I've been mailing this. Spots are limited in that webinars fill up, and I've mailed this to a lot of people, so I'm not sure if we'll hit max capacity or not, but there is a countdown timer on here. It's not BS. This really is like a Cyber Monday, Black Friday deal. I actually launched this Sunday and mailed it to my entire email list. So a lot of people are already enrolled, and I wanted to extend it so I could show it to y'all here on the Profit Power Hour and give you the opportunity to take advantage of it. And you'll see a video on here. You can watch it. I kind of explain everything. You'll see everything that's included here for $297. There's no hidden fees or anything like that. There's no upsells or anything like that. It's December 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna go for like 2 hours to 2.5, like however, it might go 3, I don't know. Just like however long it takes me to get you through my launch plan, that is a beginner friendly launch plan, that's how long I'm gonna stay on the webinar. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's an hour, I'm going. I'm planning all day for this. It's like a virtual event, but it's live with me where we're executing. And by the time you end this boot camp here, you're going to have a plan that you can wake up, and you're not going to be Sophie saying, I haven't launched my store yet, or I haven't launched my first Facebook ad yet, because you're scared and overwhelmed. You're going to be confident because you have a tried, tested, a battle tested plan that works, that I just executed on a dead store that took me from 0 to 40K in a month. And I think that's pretty dang impressive. And I'm gonna show you the exact same plan. So you can crush it in Q1, which is when traffic is cheaper and sales are amazing. And then I'll outline the bonuses on here as well. Do not email us asking us to buy Interest Scout. It's not for sale. I'm not trying to get 10,000 people into this. Honestly, that's my worst nightmare, is to get 10,000 people into Interest Scout. So I'm going to keep this super limited. And again, if you get in this and you take advantage of our Cyber Monday deal, you'll get 90 days of it free. And then I'll let you keep it as long as you pay a $20 a month maintenance fee because my developer costs me upwards of 10 grand a month. And you know, as the more people that use this, the more maintenance it's going to need. So I don't know if I'll ever sell it. If I do, it'll probably be $100 a month because this is a hefty backend software, but simple to use software for anyone. It's just the backend part of it's what's you know, what's complicated to develop and work with the Facebook API. All right, so I'm gonna give away the free templates. We're gonna give away some money as well. The link is profitph.com/discount. Can I get a Y or a yes in the chat box if that's working for you? If that is that link is working and is good to go, yes. This deal will end. You will not see me next week selling this or the next week or the next week. It is legitimately, this is a Cyber Monday discount on this, and once the clock hits 0, that's it. I'm not even going to come back and sell it for $997. Honestly, the less people that are in this, the better, because the more questions that I can answer. How many of you in here feel like $297 for all of this free access to Interest Scout, which will be essentially $100 a month software in the future if I release it, live coaching and mentorship for me with a real executable plan, is, you would agree, this is a pretty good Cyber Monday deal. I mean, it's my first one I've ever done. I felt like this was solid enough to introduce to y'all on this webinar. Rosa, you do need ClickFunnels for the templates because that's where we build them. That's just, you know, where we build them. There's nothing I could do about that. Where would the replay be if we can't make it live? So when you go here and you get in, you'll get an email with the replay 24 hours after the webinar takes place. So if you can't be there live, don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure we get you the replay fast, and you'll have unlimited lifetime access to that replay. And for those of you, I know some of you may have just gotten into Ecom Success Academy. You just spent $2,500 on my course, which is in the process of getting recertified by Shopify right now. It's one of the only courses in the world certified by Shopify. I hate for you to come on here and see me selling something. These are typically not sales webinars. I've only sold something twice this year. Optimize Upsell early November because you need it. And this because everybody's begging me for a Cyber Monday discount. And I found a way to offer value, give a great deal, and truly help you by not giving you a bunch of old stuff, but by giving you new stuff. Again, the strategies I use to revive this dead as a doornail store are things I haven't taught in ESA. Like, you're not going to find manual bidding in ESA because I just started using manual bidding again and figuring out what works. So this is a brand new launch plan that I'm going to go over, and it will really help you from A to Z. So yeah, I guess at this point, you ask yourself, is at $297 if it's feasible for you? Do I feel like that is a worthwhile investment to wake up and seize the day of Q1 2021 without obstacles and without, you know, confusion and without, you know, hysteria, overwhelming, whatever it is that y'all said before? Like, you should definitely have your store launched within 24 hours of being in this boot camp. And if your store is launched, you should have ads up and running that you're confident in, and you should know what to do with the ads on day one, if you should kill them or if you should scale them, or how you take a bad ad and turn it into a good ad using my AIDA formula. So that's what this is all about. It's really about seizing the opportunity, because I believe that Q1 of each year, really what you do in Q1 and the plan that you put into play will define the rest of the year for you. If you gain momentum in the first part of Q1, the rest of your year will probably be smooth sailing, because at that point, what you're going to be focused on is not launching. You're going to be, by the end of Q1, or maybe before that, you're going to be focused on 6 and 7. You're going to be focused on building a profitable email list and optimizing your store for more profit. So people spend more money on your store instead of spending 10 bucks and 20 bucks. You're leaving thousands of dollars on the table if you're not using these optimization strategies that I use. So again, it's not rehashed old content. This is brand new stuff that I just implemented, just innovated, and just learned over the last month while I battled the expensive prices of Cyber Monday, Black Friday traffic, which I honestly wasn't, planning to do. There's no PayPal, there's no payment plan. There is a timer on the page. When it runs out, this offer is just done. It's over, and no one else can enroll. So that's a 100% fact. And the webinar might potentially fill up. So even though there's 24 hours on the clock, if you're going to get it, just get it, because you don't want us to hit max capacity and then just not be able to get in, because you don't want to buy this and not be able to get on the live webinar. So we can only allow as many sales as a webinar will hold. So questions. Adrian, question. If I join the bootcamp, should I review ESA training before? Yes, ESA training is amazing, but ESA training is meant to at your own pace throughout the year. ESA is designed to help you study, implement at your own pace. This launch plan is designed to give you something to launch immediately, without waiting, without studying, without watching, admittedly, the 250 plus videos that I put in ESA that I'm very proud of. It's a fast action Q1 blitz. That's why I'm calling it a blitz. This is what you do, boom, immediately. And you're still going to use ESA without a doubt. And I have a lot of new videos I'm putting in there. And Shopify is like, they're essentially making me refilm the first portion of it since they updated their UI. So I'm really looking forward to that. And so that's a great course, and you're going to need it. This is a blitz. A blitz means that this is a fast action plan to seize an opportunity where there's a second wave of Black Friday style traffic that's going to happen the day after Christmas, when people have money and they start looking for end of the year sales. And the templates that I'm building for this, for my own store, I'm going to give them to you on the webinar, and I'm going to show you how to use them. And they will not be templates that I give away for free on the Profit Power Hour. These will be a bit more dialed in for specific uses, and I'll explain those on the webinar. You will get instant access to Interest Scout tonight when you enroll and take advantage of this Cyber Monday deal. You will in fact get immediate access to Interest Scout. I filmed like 3 videos and put them in there. Again, it's such a powerful software. It's gonna, you may find that it's what you need. It's gonna discover those interests that you would never find otherwise. So your ads aren't running against as many competitor ads, I should say. And it really is an amazing software. And you'll get it for free for 90 days. You can cancel it after that if you don't want it. So let's see. Ant Row says BS. Well, he actually spelt it out. Ant Row, I don't know what you're talking about. Linda, that's just that thing talks about the book. That's just, I copy and paste that on every page. I should probably take book out of it. Let's see what other questions we have. Do I have to have a Shopify store before I purchase this? No. As a matter of fact, if you don't have a Shopify store, yeah, that's more the reason you should be on this bootcamp. So when you launch it the right way. One of the things we're going to be talking about is starting your store the right way. The things that you need to have on your store, out of the gate to make sure that it's prepped the best way possible for profit potential. So you don't have to have a store yet. Let's see here. Jay says, I'm super ticked that you have something for sale tonight. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I'd be doing you an injustice if I didn't offer this to you. I think a lot of people are going to benefit from it. So some people are going to get upset, look, when you can't have something that you want, sometimes you get, maybe it's not feasible. It frustrates you. I get that. My intent here is just to give you time, and to be frank, I already give you all a lot of free time, and time is money. And I'm going to take my whole afternoon and I'm going to blitz the new year with you and give you a real action plan. And it's just going to help you execute even more on my Tuesday weekly webinars. So you can be upset with me if you like. I don't want you to be, but like, I'm not going to argue with you about it. All right, any other questions? And I'm going to drop this link also for the free, let me get those links real quick for the free templates, because some of you, that's what you're waiting on. Let's see here. All right, so for the free templates that we're giving away tonight, there's going to be 2 links. Let me grab these for you. So you do have to have ClickFunnels. I failed to mention that last week. You can go to my partner link with ClickFunnels. It's profitph.com/cf, and that'll give you a free trial. That is my partner link. I don't care if you use it or not. Do what you want. But you do have to have ClickFunnels to use these. The templates I gave away last week are at profitph.com/gift page. And the templates that I showed you tonight that are completely free, fresh off the press, is gift page 2, profitph.com/gift page 2. All right, and I also want to congratulate those of you that are enrolling. So we have a lot of people, like an immense amount of people as I look in our CRM. They're enrolling right now into the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal that I put together. So congratulates Dan Smith, Lynn Piazza, Mary Jean Cattle, Julio Perez, Yvonne Rowling, Sledell Hernandez, Melissa Nagan, Glenn Page. Wow, okay, I have to go to a whole nother page now. Congrats to, let's see who else is in. I really am looking forward to this. Paige, Dawn, Kate, Marcia, Tamiko, Denise, Zong Zhao, Ruth, Natalia, Michael, Jason, looks like Nate is in. It's taking forever to load. Just in terms of, in all honesty, I want to just stress to y'all that I know I send out replays, and there will be a replay of tonight's training, but this is probably not going to be live all week. This page will come down, and you won't be able to get it. So I'm not trying to do high pressure, rushing you to get it. I'm just being totally honest with you. If you want in the boot camp, I have too much integrity to sit here and extend stuff 5 days and 10 days and stuff like that. I'm a man of my word. So just make sure that you get in if you want it. I really do feel like, it's going to help you. I really feel like it's going to be exactly what most of you need to have a real plan of action for 2021 that you can execute as a beginner, copying my stuff, using my software and my launch plan immediately. So I'm looking forward to seeing you get in that. Dean says, people in Profit Power Hour need this for sure. We'll try to maybe call your bank about a credit card decline and tell them to let it go through. Any other questions that we have as this shuts down in the next 24 hours or so? I'm just checking sales on my own Shopify store. We just got a $158.90 sale pop in. Check this out. This is what I love about this launch plan that I've put together. I'm going to make this link a little bit more viewable to y'all. So let me just put this up a little bit so y'all can see it. But this is what I love about what I'm teaching is try to make sure I'm not showing any customer information. Let me pull up my webcam. Okay, here we are. I don't know if y'all could see this, but I'm telling you, when you use these templates that I'm talking about, I know this is going to be backwards, but when you use these templates, the way that I teach you how to use these templates in this launch plan, this isn't designed to get couple of trickled sales. This is designed to get you high order value sales. $158 order on a free plus shipping store. Here's another order that, let me see if I can pull up most recent orders. You could see here $74, $103, $85, $150, $119, $95, $79, $69. You can see all these sales right here. Let me see if I can cover up customer data. But you can see these sales numbers here. They're pretty dang big numbers. They're grabbing very high value sales, because I've discovered something that in the past I always strive to figure out. And really where this came in for me was with manual bidding. So I've always run automated campaigns, and that's where we launch. Our low budget launch plan is automated campaigns. We identify a winner. I have a 3-ad campaign structure that I've been using that's brand new. I'll teach it on this bootcamp, and that within 2 to 3 days tells me what my winning ad is, and then I immediately start using manual bidding for that ad, where I can kind of control my cost and my profits. And what I'm finding is that those manual bidding ads are bringing in better quality customers, because I can get the top tier traffic. Now, that's not always guaranteed. That's just what I'm seeing across the board. And that's where things go to the next level. Now, of course, I'm gonna fix my webcam. Of course, one thing to take note of is that I'm not a manual bidding master. I've been doing manual bidding for a very long time, though. I mean, that's all that used to exist in 2008 when Facebook launched their platform for ads. There was no automatic bidding; it was all manual. But I stopped in like 2015-ish or so, because it was annoying. It's too much work. And automated campaigns were popping. And I started doing manual bidding, and admittedly, I hit up one of our internal media buyers. And I was like, yo, I haven't done manual bidding in a year. What's working? I pay you guys $10,000 a month to run some of our internal stuff, non-ecom related, and like, what's popping on manual? Give it to me. And he said, okay, well, try this. And I tried so many things, and I really kind of found my own hybrid of what he showed me, but it's because of what he showed me. So this is from someone that I've been paying 10 grand a month for, over a year and a half. I learned this from him, and I'm going to share it with you, and share with you my hybrid of it on that bootcamp. I doubt that I will be teaching manual bidding on the Profit Power Hours. That's something that needs just very focused time, people that are ready for that. So I'll be teaching that. Dean, Roger is the man, but it wasn't Roger. It was another one of our guys, even though Roger's a boss. Let's see. Will we be grandfathered into the $20 a month after the 90 days for Interest Scout? Yes. So you'll automatically get Interest Scout, and you'll see right here, well, you'll probably see on the order page, it should say it. Yeah, right here. So you'll see that it says $20 a month. That's really a maintenance fee. Just so y'all know, like, I really don't make any money off of that at all. I would need to sell a lot of this for that to make me any money. That's so I can afford to pay the developer to keep up with the increase in usage for the software. But yeah, after 90 days, you'll be able to continue using the software at $20 a month. You can cancel it at any time if you want. If you accidentally get billed $20 and you forget to cancel, we'll refund you. Like, we're not trying to take 20 bucks from you. I doubt you'll want to cancel it. I don't plan on selling this. Right now, I may sell it. And if I do, it's going to be $47 a month or $97. I'm leaning more toward $97 if I even allow myself to sell this. The less people that use it, the better, honestly, because just for obvious reasons. If there's a big load on this and people are pulling data from Facebook and a boatload of people are doing it, It may bog it down. And if all of y'all bog this down, that means you're bogging down my business. And I ain't trying to have that. So I'm trying to keep this one pretty light because it's a simple software, but the back end of it is a different story. So it's yes, and it's one time $297. Does everybody have their gift pages? Because those links are up on the screen. Let me grab those. I'm going to put these in the chat box so y'all have these. These are your templates. The gift page is the first one that we gave away. Gift page 2 is the second one, the group of 4 that we gave away tonight. And then ClickFunnels, you can join ClickFunnels at profitph.com/CF. Stacy says, how long will this offer be available? You can see the clock on the page. So I don't plan on extending this. I did it one day after the PPH specifically, because I know people are going to watch the replay that are in Australia, UK, and I figured it would be fair to them to let them have a chance to see the replay and get in on this. But then after that, I don't foresee opening it back up. I mean, at most, I might extend it one day just so people have time to watch the replay. We'll just see how it goes. After that, it's done. Will Zipify work for ClickFunnels pages? Well, you can copy those pages in Zipify. I build in ClickFunnels because it's just I love Ezra, so like I use Zipify a lot for a lot of stuff. But then there's some pages that I build in ClickFunnels just because it's easier and more customizable to my needs. So I use both. And Ezra is a freaking boss. That dude is just a beast. Such a good dude. Like, just such a good dude. Okay. Any last questions before I shut this webinar down? Because I know that when I release something like this, many of you have questions about getting in. So I'll stick around for a minute. ESA cost, ESA is $2,500 and it will never be discounted. I will never discount it. Let's see what else. So the ClickFunnels link is placed into your Facebook ads. Ronette, I don't know if you're go back and watch the replay of last week's webinar. I'll show you how to do that. And I'll be teaching that on the bootcamp too, because we'll be going over these free templates that I'm giving away. I'm giving away some hot templates that we're building. Some of them are one product templates. They're not designed catalog style. They're designed to build up a higher ticket product and get people to want to buy those. And they push people from the template to the sales page, which is really going against what a lot of gurus say to do. But you know what? Sometimes you have to look at everybody saying this doesn't work, don't do this, do it this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. There's a zillion right ways to make money online. If you listen to everybody saying you must do it this particular one way, then you're missing out on probably 10 or 15 other ways to make money. So I always try to test things. And if somebody says something doesn't work, admittedly, I want to try it that much more. I want to try to make it work. That might play a little bit into my ego though. I like to make stuff work that other people say can't be done. So yeah. Are you showing AliExpress and POD products on the webinar? Dean, yes. We'll be showing both POD and Dean. From my talks with you, you need POD. It's going to change. Like, you want to talk about going from a million to hitting your goal, you need print on demand. I'm telling you. I've already told you. You'll see. Can your app partners offer this as an affiliate? Frank, not this particular offer here because this is super limited. There's not even enough time to set it up because this is going to expire very soon. Let's see, what else do we have here? Will these pages be available for current students on the portal at a later date once the store is up? David, just save the links. All right, so save the links to the free pages and you'll be able to use them. You have so much to cover on the bootcamp. How can it be done within 3 hours? Francis, it's because I have a plan. The reason it can be done in less than 3 hours is because I have a executable plan. I want you to imagine looking at a checklist where it's predetermined what every single move that you're going to make over the next hour is going to be. And it's all simple, mindless, brainless tasks that you would need to do. And all you have to do is check each one of them off. That's why I'm able to teach you how to do from A to Z in about 2 hours, because it is a checklist. It is a system. It is a real plan as I move into 2021 that I will be executing all throughout 2021 as we launch new stores. So, you know, when you're scatterbrained and you're unsure and you're not confident and you don't really have a plan, that's when it takes hours to figure things out. You're like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should you do this? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should sell this, but what about this over here? When you have a plan, you're like, I'm doing this, and then after I do this, this is what I do. And then once this is done, this is what I do. And when you have a system like that, you can pop through it and you can have everything executed in a very short period of time with confidence that what you're doing is the right way to do things. Phyllis says, will it build bundles like a shirt, a cup, a hat? I'm not totally sure what you're talking about. How often does Interest Scout software get updated with any new interest? Brian, it's connected to the API, so it's immediate. Anything that shows up in Facebook should immediately show up in Interest Scout. There's no waiting. When you search in Interest Scout, it pings the API in real time. So you're not going to find interest there that no longer exists, and you're not going to be you're not going to be missing out on anything that is not showing up. What time does the class start on the 19th? Richard, go to this link, profitph.com/discount. And I call it discount because if I do a boot camp like this, like the last Blitz I did was only for people that got into Optimize Upsell for $1,500. So, it is a huge discount, but it is listed right here. It's going to be December 19th at 3 p.m. And as soon as you enroll, you'll get an email welcoming you to the webinar with your link to join the webinar. You'll get your replay immediately after the webinar. If you cannot attend this live, you will get the replay. So if you can't attend it live, definitely get this. This is the only way to get the replay of this. And everything else is going to be listed right here. I want to learn POD. Well, get in this boot camp because we're going to be talking a lot about POD because that's where some scaling takes place. Thanks to the top gift idea templates. You're very welcome. Let's see. That's pro level, a real marketing plan. Yes. No time to mess around. Got to have a system in place. Can a beginner truly duplicate your plan? Yes. If you're a beginner, you need this plan more than anyone else, honestly. You need something to dictate what your next move is and to tell you what you need to do so you don't waste time worrying about what you should or should not do. Let's see, any last comments? Kathy, email the Ecom Quick Start support desk. I forget the email off the top of my hand, but it's in our Profit PH group. Corey will help you out in getting in that. Francis, congrats on getting in. I know I'm not calling out all the names, but we've had an immense amount of people get in. I'm actually kind of concerned that we're going to max the webinar out. So if you're waiting, I would definitely try to pop in as soon as you can. Because if we get that many people in, then I'm going to have to kill enrollments unless people just want the replay. Let's see. Adrian, will you include any Excel sheets to help us with staying on top of ad spend? I suck at math. I suck at Excel sheets. And I don't do any of that. I let Facebook stats show me everything, and then I just know my costs. So unfortunately, I won't have that for you. Anything else? Are there any upsells to the boot camp. No, there are no upsells. I am not an upsell person. There's only one thing I've ever put upsells in, and they're not even upsells, and that's Ecom Quick Start. I thought, long and hard about that, but it made sense. It's tools that I think will help people to get in that course, and it's $97. That upsell is. So that's the only thing I've ever put an upsell in. There will be no upsell. Are there more tools to buy on the webinar? ClickFunnels, you'll want. I will show a tool that I don't own, that I don't make any money from, that I use, that has helped me quickly snipe out ads, winning ads, that I'll show on this particular webinar. It does cost money. You don't have to have it. There are other ways to do it, but I'll show it. And I don't have an affiliate link for it. I don't make any money with it. Will you show us other targeting strategies? Yes. There is a sick, oh my God, there is the sickest targeting strategy that I've been using for scaling. When we start talking about manual bidding and scaling, I'm going to talk to you about, I call it flexing, lookalike flexing. And if you do this, like, it's gangbusters. I've never taught it before. It's a little secret strategy I discovered last month that's just popping off like crazy. So I'll be teaching that. So there will be lots of, it's not just put keywords in the Facebook. There's some cool things that you can do. I bought Optimized Upsell and couldn't attend the Blitz. Where's the replay for that? It's in your Optimized Upsell Academy members area. Let's see what else. Dean, you know it. Will you go over what we need to up and run our store? Yes, read what's on this page, Farah. Read everything that's on this page, and you will see. I will reveal my exact plan to profit in 2021. I'm going to reveal exactly how I find winning products that have home run potential. I'm going to reveal the exact templates that I'm using, the exact Facebook launch plan. And I don't mean I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook ad. I'm going to show you a launch plan. Launch this campaign, let this campaign run for a couple of days, look at the ad sets, then take these ad sets and then duplicate them and launch them this way. It's a methodical, simple, beginner-friendly, very powerful way to launch with a plan. So you know what to do. You're not just looking at Facebook like, what do I do next? I launched my ad, now what? You have a plan, a system, if you will. What's manual bidding? That's a whole nother topic, Melissa. If you're on the bootcamp, you'll learn. It's a way to essentially control your cost for ads on Facebook. That might not be the best way to say it, but sometimes Facebook will just charge you more money for the traffic, depending on things. If you're using manual bidding, you can control that cost, thus controlling your profits and scalability. Let's see. Anything else? Yusuf said, I'm scared to sign up, but I just did. Yusuf, when you're scared to do something, if it's feasible for you financially, of course, I would never say sign up for something you can't afford or anything like that. But if you're scared when you sign up for something because you know you're taking a risk, that's the type of person that's most likely to get the most use out of it. Because when you're scared going into something like this or making an investment, you're more inclined to do whatever it takes, to get the value out of it. You're not just going to buy it and get on it and, not put it into action. So I think you'll surprise yourself. I do think you will surprise yourself. All right, a couple more little last questions. But will you teach us what to do once the products are on our store? Aurora, yes. I want you to read this. Read what is on the screen. And I'm not trying to be rude at all. But when I say I'm giving you an A to Z game plan, that means an A to Z game plan. Everything that you need. Look at this, read this. All right, I'm gonna give you the exact tools and funnel templates that you need, the exact launch plan, the exact scaling strategy, the exact way I find products, my exact plan to profit in 2021. that plan doesn't exclude anything that oneself may need to launch a store. Can I pay with PayPal? Sorry, I can't take PayPal. What will be at the top of your videos in order to look at to start selling? I'm not sure what you mean. Congrats, Farah. I'm stoked to have you in. Aurora, stoked to have you in. I think you're going to find it's exactly what you need. Okay, I think I'm about to go. We're actually closing in on capacity. I'll give away some money too. So I will be giving away some money. This timer is ticking. Once this is gone, this timer at 0, don't email support and ask for a link. They're not going to give it to you. They're not allowed to give it to you. You know, take advantage of the Cyber Monday deal I've put together. And I call it a Cyber Monday deal because it's a limited time deal and discount. Get in if you want to, and if not, again, no big deal. But don't sleep on this if you're teeter-tottering. By the way, you can do a debit card or we take debit cards on the order form. How many of you in here are OTF, on the fence? OTF, on the fence. I'm just curious. Like it's feasible financially for you to take advantage of this stupendous discount that I put together here with free access to a tool that's not even for sale. And you're on the fence. Put OTF and why, and maybe I can answer your questions. Will this work if you're not selling AliExpress products? Yes. So Richard, Deborah, Peter, Antoinique, you won a free copy of Optimize Upsell on the Encore, Antoinique. And Antoinique, you just got in. I remember seeing you come in. So I get it. For you, like you just got in, start following me, and you got ESA, Optimize Upsell. Now there's this. I promise you, I typically don't come on here and offer stuff that's for sale. This is the first time I've ever done a Black Friday, Cyber Monday offer. I do think you'll benefit from this though, Antoinique. I really do. I don't typically do coaching webinars myself like this. But again, it's up to you. Douglas says no brainer. Just stuck my neck out. Please don't cut my head off, Paul. I won't do that. If you know me, then you know me. Like, you know, I'm going to over deliver and I'm going to make sure I take care of you. I didn't get to where I am by not doing the right thing. Sure, I understand that, Farah. Business requires tools and education. So you don't always have to get the education and all the tools, but the more you can get, if it's feasible for you, I think the better off you're going to be. Dawn, email support about that. Maybe we can help you out. My current month focus is increasing average order value. Then Leonard, that's something I'm going to teach in the bootcamp hardcore. As we get here, that's the last part of the plan where we start talking about building your average order value up. Because if you're currently making $20 per order, which is what my store used to make, and you can get it up to 50 or 60 or 80, that's where you can take your business to the next level and scale harder and get more profits than any other way. Average order value is the end all be all of everything. I would have to put on credit card. Linda, I know you've been with me a long time. You probably got a lot of my stuff. I don't want to tell you to do something if you don't want to do it. You know, if it's financially, then I don't want to persuade you into doing it if you don't want to do it. If you're not comfortable doing it, it's not my intent. So you'll have to make that decision yourself and just say, do I feel like I'll get the value out of this? Do I feel like this will give me a game plan for 2021 that I can execute? I personally think that what I'm going to deliver far surpasses and should help people far surpass that of the investment if they put it into play with the right product and the right site. But I can't make guarantees, as you know, which you didn't ask me to do. But let's see. I need it to work within the next 3 months or it'll be a serious loss for me. Kristen, well then get ready, hunker down, make it work. You know, it's probably not going to work right out of the gate, day one. It's not magic. But if you need it to work and it must work, then you should be getting, if you can, as much education and tools as you can to give you an edge in the business, even if it's not for me. There's other, you know, great educators. One more question. Just download the templates. When we edit them, do we put them on our Shopify store? No, they will run. I'm losing my voice. They will run on ClickFunnels and then push people to your Shopify store. Dawn, I can't remember your question. There's so many questions in here, but if it's a ClickFunnels question, their support's epic. I would use their support. Can you give a support email again, Adrian? Yes, here you go. Voila. There you go. I have no doubt it'll be wonderful. It will pay for itself, Linda. I appreciate that, Melissa. I do think that I can't say that it will pay for itself because everybody's going to get different results. Some people will get no results, you know. It's just life, you know. And it's not because it doesn't work. It's just because of choices that were made, products that were chosen and whatnot. But I would definitely go, anytime I go into an investment, big or small, I invest in it because I feel like I'm going to get way more out of it than I put in, be it real estate, education, software, stocks, Bitcoin. I'm stupid. I sold mine at 16,000 a coin. Now it's 19. I've had it since like 2016. Let's see what else. My current AOV is $15. Then Leonard, you got it. Yeah, you'll love the bootcamp then. I will help you get that AOV up. How soon after the bootcamp? On the 19th, within 24 hours, you'll have the replay. I need something I can sell for Christmas or New Year. Well, there's tons of stuff that is hidden right now. So just make sure that you do a little bit of research. It's all right in front of your face on the news feed. All right, y'all. That's that. I think I got all the questions. It's been 2 hours. I told my wife when I came up here, I was only going to do a 1 hour webinar. And she's like, I know that you're not going to do 1 hour because every time you offer something, you spend an hour answering questions. And I know you're not going to be down for dinner. I was like, well, okay. I mean, if you're going to buy something, I want to sit here and answer your questions so you're confident in it and you make sure it's a logical decision that you're comfortable with. Not, hey, see ya, scarcity, I'm out. I just want you to be, I want you to know that when you get in this, you're excited and you're not scared. You're confident and you're ready to hit the ground running, and that you go to sleep tonight and you know that, like, of course I have your back every week on Tuesday nights on these profit power hours. And I'm always going to give you free epic training that's worth so much money. These aren't sales webinars, but I want you to know that when you get this, like, you know, it really is going to help you and you're comfortable with it, most importantly. And don't do this if it's your last dime. Don't do it. You need money for ads. But if it's feasible for you and you really want to do e-commerce in 2021 and copy my game plan, then I would say anybody that can do it, that won't do it, that needs it, is borderline crazy at this price. But if you can't afford it, don't do it. I'll say that. We're running real businesses here, so I'm going to show you how to do ads. All right, so I just don't want you to, like, spend money that you necessarily don't have. What's the budget for ads? On this, I'm going to show you how to start with probably a $10 budget, $10 to $15 budgets, but you can still use fives. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to give away some money, but I just don't know if I'm going to go live. Like I don't know if I have the mental capacity right now to go live. So I'm just going to give away some money right here. All right, so I'll tell you what. Instead of giving away money, I will give away I'll give away a ticket to this boot camp for free, which is 300 bucks. And if you already bought it, I'll refund you. Fair enough? Would y'all rather me give away this and then just refund you if you already bought it? Or you want the cash? Okay, sweet. So put in money signs in the chat box. Just flood the chat box with money signs. Actually, no, don't do it with money signs. Do it because I'm going to Instagram it. Let's see what I want you to say. All right. Just type in get Adrian's Cyber Monday Ecom Blitz deal. Get Adrian's Cyber Monday Ecom Blitz deal. All right, you can copy and paste it in as many times as you want. The more you paste it, the more chances I'm going to land on you. So get Adrian's Cyber Monday Ecom Blitz deal. I'll give you all a second to type it out. And then just copy and paste it and literally like freeze up my computer with oh, well, it's already frozen. Okay. There it came back. All right, cool. All right, here we go. All right, so we just ended a 2-hour-long webinar. We're giving away some money. Everybody on here, you can see, is saying to get the Black Friday Cyber Monday Ecom Blitz Bootcamp. The link is in my bio here. It's going to be an epic training with some sick bonuses. It's not a bunch of courses bundled together. It's a live training with me. And you can see everybody in here is stoked about this. And we're about to give away one free ticket to the bootcamp starting right now. So I just landed on Jay Bursky. Jay Bursky. Jay Bursky. So everybody stop typing for a second. Jay, where are you? Did you buy the boot camp? If so, I'll look for your order and I'll refund you, which my merchant account's not going to like. Okay, sweet. So I will find your order and I'll give it to you for free. And I'll do that tonight. So let's see here. Just make sure I take a note of that. Jay, my friend, you just got it for free. Good for you. Also, if you want to use it as a discount to something else, you can also do that. If there's any apps or stuff you want to get, but honestly, I would just take the cash. And then you can just get whatever you want. Buy some Christmas gifts, donate it to charity or to family in need, or use it for ads, whatever. Okay. I will see you all next week, same place, same time. Remember, the link is on the screen here, profitph.com/discount. The counter's timing down, so obviously there's still time for you to get in. Can't wait to do this. I'm stoked about it. Based off of the results that we get, it might be, something I do, once a quarter or something like that, where I do a blitz for each quarter. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And everyone should have access to Interest Scout automatically. And the webinar is on December 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to last roughly 2 hours, just however long it takes me to get through the plan so you're ready to execute. I love you. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Happy holidays. Happy Black Friday. Happy Cyber Monday. I wish you a ton of success. It's always humbling to get on these webinars and just see you all. your dedication to bettering your lives. And honestly, I'm just like a normal dude that wasn't supposed to be successful, and I'm really not all that smart. Really not that smart. So, like, thank you. It really lifts me up every week to see how much you guys get motivated by the trainings that I do. So it means more than you know. I'll see you next week at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Profit Power Hour. Nothing will be for sale. We'll continue doing epic trainings, and we will do a holiday sales rush training coming up, and we will be announcing our PPH Student of the Month and introducing some new 6- and 7-figure students of all-star students. So there'll be free giveaways next week, free coaching sessions given away with me for the Student of the Month. And also we'll announce October's, because I forgot to do October because I was preparing, no, November, because I was preparing for Black Friday. All right, I love y'all. I'll see you all next week. The link's here on the screen. I'll leave it up for a couple more seconds in case you were lollygagging to get in. And can't wait for the boot camp. And I'll see you 9 p.m. next Tuesday. Good night, y'all.